welcome everybody. With me today, I have State Representative Paul Muxlow, State Senator Mike Green. Mike Green represents Huron and Sanilac County, along with Tuscola in the Michigan Senate. He's my colleague there. And Representative Dan Lowers. Also involved in this package is Representative Andrea LaFontaine, and Andrea couldn't be with us today due to a prior commitment. Here in Michigan, more than anywhere else in the nation, we value, treasure, and respect our incredible pure Michigan environment, especially the Great Lakes. Lake Huron is a treasure and a centerpiece of both our lifestyle and our economy. And it's a major part of what makes living in the Thumb so great. That's why we're so shocked when the Canadian government recently made a unilateral and dangerous decision to bury over 7 million cubic feet of nuclear waste less than a quarter mile from the shores of Lake Huron, and directly across the lake from the residents of St. Clair, Sanilac, and Huron County. I wanted to inform you about the important steps I've taken to stop Canada's dangerous plan before it goes into effect. According to reports, Ontario plans to bury 53,000 containers of nuclear waste less than a quarter mile from the water's edge in a dig site that's expected to consume 70 acres of land. As a state lawmaker, I'm charged by the Michigan Constitution with the duty to protect the public health, safety, and welfare, and to protect the natural resources from pollution, impairment, and destruction. That is a responsibility I take incredibly seriously. That's why I will set forth a request to President Obama to exercise the United States rights under the International Boundary Waters Treaty to stop the Canadian government from burying this dangerous waste, threatening Lake Huron for generations. Pursuant to the 1909 Boundary Water Treaty, the International Joint Commission was formed specifically to address international matters relative to the United States and Canadian interests in protecting the Great Lakes. As an important part of that treaty, either country has been given the authority to invoke an investigative process that will research issues that have the potential to impact the health of our Great Lakes. I'm asking the President to do precisely that. In addition, I'll introduce legislation in the state legislature to prevent nuclear waste from being buried on our side of the international border. The bill will create the Great Lakes Radioactive Waste Advisory Board to assess the broad range of public access, public health, natural resources, cultural, archaeological, and historical consequences of the proposed Ontario facility. But I need your help. President Obama will receive my formal request for action, but he and his administration need to hear your voices loud and clear as well. That's why today I have launched a citizens petition aimed to let President Obama know how seriously we take the threats to our Great Lakes. You can visit the petition online today at www.protectlakehuron.com and add your name to those of our friends and neighbors. With your help, we'll put a stop to Canada's dangerous plan and protect Lake Huron for future generations. I want to introduce Senator Mike Green.
Well, I want to commend Senator Pavlov for taking on this package of legislation. Each one of us will have a bill and a resolution or part of the bill. And I can't begin to say how important it is that we have to protect our Great Lakes. And I say it's imperative to my district that we proceed with this and try to get some accountability with what they're going to do. But not only my district, I also care about the whole state of Michigan. And I realize the importance of our water. Mr. President, we need you to help us stop this, what's going on there. And I hope that you'll work just as hard as we are.
I'd now like to introduce Representative Paul Muxlow.
Good morning. Thank you, Phil. It's a great effort. When I think about this, the effects of it are likely to happen after we're all gone here, and that's the sad part of it. I have a lot of relatives that live in Canada, and I suspect they would be as concerned as I am. So I appreciate this effort. challenge what's happening across the water. And again, thank you for being a part of it.
Now I'd like to call on Representative Dan Lowers, who represents most of the shoreline south all the way to Anchor Bay.
Thanks, Senator. Well, I'm glad to see so many people here today to support this effort. You know, it's important, I think, that we have a seat at this table, and that's what the Senator's legislation does. It creates a system for us to be a part of this conversation. Most of this is taking place in Canada without our input. We've kind of been shut out of it, and that's why I hope you'll take the time to talk to your friends and your neighbors about getting on the petition and supporting the Senator's efforts here. Thanks for coming.
And so with your help, we can gain the momentum not only to leverage our position in Washington, D.C. and get the President engaged through the International Joint Commission. We can also engage our friends and neighbors, and that's what this is about, by visiting www.protectlakehuron.com.